Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hi, hi. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. What's going on, everybody? How are you guys doing today? Hopefully everybody is awesome. I see we got Iceman, we got Antisocial, we got Ebby. I'm sorry, Ibu. Ibu. What's up, Ibu? Mitos. Antisocial again. I see we got another Iceman. Man, you guys are here a whole bunch of times. Jeez. MM. Vlad, what's going on? Dylan, nice. Laxman. LMAO. Nice to see you guys. How is everybody today? No, I'm on the wrong screen. Hold on a second. There we go. So, I got a broken down computer again, and now I'm back on the old school computer. I guess when you're a YouTuber, it's a good thing you have a backup, even if it's not that great. Because if the computer goes down, you're kind of screwed if you only got one, so I guess you need to have maybe like 5 or 6 or 10 or 20 computers. That way, if they all break, you got a couple you can use, I suppose. What's up, Sword? How you doing today? Alright, so what's going on with everybody? You guys got any crazy questions? Or not crazy questions? Either one is just fine. Crazy, not crazy, I don't care. Just ask something. I'll see if I can find an answer. We'll see what we can do here. So I am trying to build the world's toughest hangar. Technically, I guess that would be 5 Skyros, but that would be the world's most boring hangar as well. So I'm trying to build a hangar of the highest hit point robots possible that still have decent firepower. Can anybody take a guess what it's going to be? Not weapon-wise, but robot-wise. What do you guys think? Ebba. Did I say it wrong again? Ebba? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I said Ibu, didn't I? I suck at pronouncing your name, man. I'm so sorry. Sword thinks it's going to be the Fenrir. Anti says Fenrir and Invader. I will say this, Fenrir is much stronger than the Invader right now, I think. Invader's pretty awesome, but Fenrir is definitely a little bit stronger. Now, one thing I was playing around with was the Traditionalist Falcon with the new weapons that have the shield built into them. And that was pretty interesting, but you're so low on firepower. It's not that much stronger than like a Fenrir, but you only have one weapon, so you're kind of in the crapper with only one heavy weapon. I mean, the whole point of having the Traditionalist Falcon was crazy amounts of hit points, but now that we have a Skyros, I think the Skyros is a better choice, honestly. Sonic Fenrir. Antisocial, do you like the Sonic Fenrir, my man? And how do you know? Have you eaten the bot? He says these bots are tasty. What do they taste like? That's what I want to know. Now I'm interested. Does it taste like chicken or what? I'm guessing, I don't know. Maybe it tastes like aluminum? Ah, Anti says it tastes like victory. Nice, nice. Hey Mario, how you doing today, bud? Alrighty, Dr. Boom, what's up? Robot Robert, hello. Yeah, the keister. I don't think it's called a keister, but that's a funny name for that drone, right? The keister drone. We'll just call it the keister because that's funny. Where did that comment go? I lost it. He says you need the keister drone to get the Falcon hitting hard enough. Well, you know, the good thing about that is if your teammates are shooting them, they're death marked, your team's going to get the extra damage as well. So, you know, if you put a Skyros with one of those keystro drones on it and you roll into the middle somewhere and just death mark everybody where your team beats on them from a distance, that's a pretty brutal setup right there if you really think into it. A Kestrel Hawk. Yeah, I mean, that would be good for Titans. Imagine death marking a Titan several times, then shooting them with a Hawk laser. I think that would be crazy right there. I mean, I think that would be really crazy, honestly. You know what? I need to figure out how to start listing my question and answer as a podcast. YouTube's looking for people to do podcasts, and I mean, when you're just sitting here talking about stuff and answering questions, I mean, that's kind of a podcast, right? But yeah, if you do podcasts, YouTube likes you right now. I gotta see if I can figure out how to set a live stream as a podcast. That would be kind of cool. Let's see if it's in the people and blogs. No, it's not in there. Can we do it as a podcast? That'd be cool, but I don't know how you set something as a podcast. It's got to be in there somewhere, right? Customization, slow mode, monetization. I don't see it. Robert says, I would subscribe to your podcast. Yeah, you know, YouTube, you don't have to do a real podcast for YouTube. It's kind of weird. You can just make videos, and if you're sitting there talking about something, you can mark it as a podcast. And YouTube will put it in the podcasting section. So, I don't know. Soviet Onion. You got a question? Go for it. What is it? Dark, what's going on, buddy? Sword says tastes like a Visa card. I've never eaten one of those. Mitos, how's your day going, buddy? Alright, Sword is liking the glaciers, huh? Alright. Did Soviet ask the question? Oh. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. No, I'm not able to give you any stuff. Like, if I have a giveaway, you have to enter into on the giveaway video, because all giveaways are arranged by the people who make the game. And, you know, those have rules and regulations to, you know, how to enter or how to get the prizes. So, You have to wait till there's a video up. Like, I currently have a giveaway for one of the new Titan weapons. Unfortunately, it's just one of the small ones. Like, every week I have a small giveaway. And then, you know, every other month or something like that, I usually have a bigger giveaway too. So just look for the giveaway videos that the YouTubers do and then watch them and follow the instructions on how to enter. And you never know, you might get something. Sword says glory links are auto with Demers. You know what? Glories are a little bit hard to use, I think. I noticed if you're really close and you're lagging a little bit, you miss a lot of the shots. But Redeemers, man, Redeemers on the links are awesome. I like them a lot. Is there a cooldown on my giveaway? Yeah, I think it's about 30 seconds. We have a 30-second cooldown on the giveaway. No, I don't really have any rules as how often somebody can win. I look at it this way. If you put your entry in and if you're lucky enough for the thing to grab you and pick you, then hey. You should probably be the one to get it if you get picked, right? Everything said I won 3 links. Wow. Did you win 3 different YouTube giveaways, dude? And if so, did you get all 3? Did they send all 3 links out? I mean, somebody winning 3, that is pure luck right there. Wow. He won 1 from me, 1 from Adrian, and 1 from Auditor? Oh, Predator. Huh. That's crazy, man. You got... I wouldn't tell too many people that. They're going to get mad at you. That's insane, man. That is luck. Wow. I know you were on my live stream when I was giving them away, so that gave you a huge advantage of winning something from me. But wow, winning 3 is... What just happened? Oh, wow. I thought my stream just crashed. It's like our internet went out for a second or something. That was scary. I was scared, guys. Okay. No, the stream is back up and running. It was just like... I don't know if that was a YouTube or my internet had a little fluke or what, but... Haunted says YouTube is tactical nuking itself again. Is there actually like a deal where people are having problems with YouTube today? Sword says everything at once, you better go buy a lotto ticket. And you know what? He might be right, man. If you're having that kind of luck, go play the lottery. Maybe you'll win. I mean, that's insane. I did see somebody commenting on, I think, my giveaway saying, man, the same guy won 3 different giveaways. This is rigged up. Now I was like, I highly doubt anybody won all 3 giveaways. But I guess it was true. That's nuts. Alright, Lampada says, hey Danny, which weapons would you suggest for a Seraph? I'm currently running the Decay, but I'm not quite sure. Alright, well, Seraph is a very fun robot. If you're comfortable playing it up close, within like a 350 meter range or closer, Redeemers are really nice. Now, Glories, on a free-for-all, I've never had so many kills before with Glories on a Seraph. It was insane. But the problem is if you land next to somebody and you don't kill them, you're very squishy on the ground, so you're going to get blown up really fast. Now, if you want to play from a distance, I would say one of the best things are the new like Hwanji weapons. The Hwanji thingies are very, very good because you can stay back and keep your distance. Prismas are really good. Prismas aren't really my favorite because you always have to stay back with those. I do like the weapons you're currently running, though. I mean, I think those are nice weapons. If you've got those leveled up enough, they should hit pretty darn hard. What else would I suggest from a longer range? I'm trying to think what else I would put on there that has a good 500 or 600 meter range to it. I know there's something, and I'm not able to think of it at the moment. I know there's another heavy weapon with a little bit of range that I really like. I'm having a brain fart over here. Oh well. Pro says the hills are not that bad. You know, the hills are nice. They're not the greatest. They have a little bit of a reload. I don't think the damage is quite good enough for the length of the reload, honestly. Yeah, punchers are good, but the thing with punchers is also you have to get up nice and close to get the most damage out of them. But yeah, puncher is pretty good. Haunt has been running Vipers. Now, Vipers are great until you have to reload for 10 seconds, but Vipers are a very nice weapon. Dark wants to know what are the best pilot skills for the Fenrir. Well, let me look at one of my Fenrirs really quickly because I don't remember the names of all the skills all the time. So let me look so I can kind of figure it out for you. I'm not even sure if mine have the best skills because I currently have like several of them in my hangar. I know at least one of them is set up correctly. I don't know if they're all set up correctly because some of them I chose the skills a long time ago. So, Armor Expert, Tough Guy, and Roadhog are the 3 must-haves. I have also got Mechanic, which is definitely replaceable. I do have the Dodger, where the modules act or recharge faster. That's definitely a must-have. The more healing on a tank, the longer you can stay alive. Alright, I don't like the rest of the skills that I have on this one, so let me look through the skill list because, like I said, some of these were set up like a year and a half ago, I think. What else is good? Do not get Traditionalist. That kind of sucks, man. I was expecting the Traditionalist skill to be good, but it was horrible. So one thing I will say, if you're running the Bernadette Wolf pilot, Fenrir doesn't need additional defense points because he's already got so many defense points. Adding a few more barely does anything because the way those defense points scale is pretty lousy. Adamant Roadhog can be kind of nice because Fenrir is a little bit slow. That gives you more speed if the enemy has 3 or more beacons. That is a situational skill, so that's personal preference whether you want to run something like that or not. There's one I know that gives you more defense points when your durability gets low, but that's only going to give you like maybe an extra like 5 or 6%, damage resistance because of the way it stacks. Like 900 defense points is 90% resistance. 100 is 50% difference. So from 100 to 900 is a huge jump, meaning once you hit 100 defense points, it takes a load, and I mean a load of extra to do anything, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I mean, the ones that make your modules recharge faster, maybe some damage skills, or if you want, you can run the Mechanic. I mean, Mechanic's okay. If you're running repair amps, Mechanic will help you out a little bit. The main reason I don't run Mechanic anymore, though, is if you're in a firefight and you're standing there face to face with somebody, the amount of damage or the amount of repair you're getting is so slow, it's not really much of a help. And there's also like a lot of things now that make so you can't heal from the gray bars. So mechanic's not one of my favorites, but it's okay, I guess. Everything at once wants to know, is a stake and an ember good on the links? I don't think I would run that. I don't know. I mean, I would have to try it. I don't know. It sounds awful, but it could be awesome. I really don't know. I've never tried it. I mean, the thing I'm thinking though is with those new weapons, you don't really have to aim that well. Like if your aim is a little bit off, they will still hit the target. So with flamethrowers though, you do have to really lead ahead if something's moving. So it might get a little bit weird. That's the main reason I don't think I would like those. Yeah, I mean, Master Gunsmith would be okay on the Fenrir because the way Fenrir works, there's a couple skills there where once you get the main ones, you're like, huh, what do I add now? And you just kind of got to look through and decide which ones might work best for you. I mean, there's some robots that certain skills are really beneficial to, and there's certain skills that are only like so-so for other robots, you know what I mean? Like Fenrir is so strong as it is, some of those little like additional damage skills or defense point skills really aren't really going to help you that much. Sword likes the animate roadhog on the Fenrir. Yeah, it is kind of nice to be able to start moving. I mean, it sucks that it's a situational skill, but when it kicks in, it's actually pretty awesome. Everything wants to know, should I sell one of my links? I mean, do you like the robot enough to level 3 of them up? I mean, generally, I'm going to keep 1 or 2 of each robot. It's very rare that I have more than 2 of something, so if you really, really love it, but the only thing is, what if it gets nerfed and it sucks? Then you level 3 up for nothing, so generally, though, I level up 1 of each thing anymore, unless I really, really like it. Because you never know when they're going to nerf something. And most of the time when something gets nerfed, it's okay afterwards. Like, Kefri's been nerfed how many times now, and it's still really good. But they took, like, Al June and they nerfed him into the ground where he pretty much sucks now. Alright, so Cryo with sonic weapons is going to get really weird, Iceman. You're going to have really different reload times. You're going to have one weapon that you have to lead ahead if something's moving. You're going to have one weapon that you have to aim precisely. I mean, they're both hard-hitting weapons, but the reload time and the aiming is going to get a little bit weird on that. So I don't think that would work out very well. I mean, you can give it a try, but I can tell you right now, I would absolutely hate it. I mean, I've tried mismatched weapons where the reloads and the aiming was a little bit off, and you've got one weapon hitting the enemy, the other one missing, and it just doesn't really work out. I can deal with mixed match reload times, but if one weapon has to lead ahead, I want to match it with another weapon that also has to lead ahead. You know what I mean? And they would have to lead ahead about the same amount too. That's where it gets a little bit weird with some of those weapons. Mars were Scorcher weapons. I don't like it. I've tried that and I just don't like it. It's really good for blowing up the Skyros. I don't know why, but in general, I'm not a fan of rocket weapons. Now, it's been a long time since I've played those, but the thing I noticed last time I played the Scorchers is the reload's too long for the amount of damage that you get out of it. You know what I mean? It does a little bit of damage and then really long reload, so I actually hate those weapons. but they might have just got a buff, so I'm going to have to give those a try again. But now on the question and answer streams, I'm busy reading the comments. I'm not actually playing, so anything you see here is just pre-recorded stuff. I can't concentrate on playing and reading all the comments, so I'll try those rockets out again. You know, that's it's been so long since I played them. Maybe I'll like them next time. So I'll try them out and see how they work out. Adrian's got good builds, right? But not everybody has different playing styles. So what works for him doesn't always work for me. Some people love rocket weapons, and generally I just don't like rocket weapons, but Dark, yeah, Cunning Opportunist would be an okay deal. I mean, if you can't find another skill that you like better, that's not a bad choice, honestly. I mean, if you got a little bit of healing left to do, I mean, that could help you escape when you're low on health and get to cover so you can heal up or something. I mean, generally, though, with the Fenrir, I get right up in people's face and I just stay there, so for me, I don't think that would be a helpful skill, but depending on how you're playing it, it definitely could be. We got Aurochs in the house. What's up, buddy? Pro likes Module Expert. So yeah, Module Expert's the one that allows your module to last, like, what is it, a second longer, second and a half or something like that? I used to run that all the time, but it's such a small amount. It's very nice, but on some robots, I think there are some skills that are a little bit more beneficial than that one. So, just depending on which robot you're playing, I think. What's up, Uno? How you doing? Yeah, Mars with bendy bullets is actually a fun setup. I think the bendy bullets are still pretty good. Just remember, I think they don't bend till 200 meters now, so you do have to play it from a little bit of a distance. At least if you want the bullets to bend around. But yeah, I mean, I think that's nice as long as you're not trying to do an in-your-face brawling thing or play them a little closer up. Kron says, have you noticed you can upgrade the Scavenger Blaze to Mark III for free? No tokens are gold or silver. That's the only weapon they can do that. Well, Kron, you probably found a glitch. I doubt that's intentional, but you know what? If you've got one, hey, I would go upgrade it ASAP if that's the case. Scavenger Blaze. Unfortunately, I think mine are already Mark III. I'm actually going to get on the game and look just in case. Blaze is the light one, I think, correct? Is it Blaze light or is that medium? Either way, I'm going to go look. So, yeah, Blaze is light. I need to find a robot with a light slot. And I'm going to go double check because if they're not... Yeah, I got 4 of them that are already at Mark III, and then I have 2 more that are at level 1, so yeah. I'm not going to level up 2 level 1s for no reason, just to get a free Mark III. Some people might. I think 4 of those is probably enough. They're good weapons, but I don't use them that much anymore because they're hard to use. Very hard weapons to use, in my opinion. You really got to aim ahead with those things. Mode, what's up? M-O-D-H, I'm probably saying that wrong. Put it this way, those new Titan weapons are devastating. They are hitting way too hard. They're very unfair. I don't think a 15% nerf is going to be enough, honestly. So I don't think that's going to affect the weapons. Those weapons are still going to destroy people. I mean, we're going to have to wait and see. I could be wrong, but I don't think, okay? I should say I don't think 15% is going to be a big difference. I mean, it'll be noticeable, but I think they're still going to wipe everything off the map. Kron says, I'm getting good at flamethrowers now. Nice, nice. Flamethrower Typhon used to be one of my favorite robots, Suresh, but this is what I noticed with my Typhon. Like, 3 times now I've tried to record a Typhon video, and I have not been able to keep it alive. It dies like a piece of paper at close range. So a predator stole my video, guys. I've been trying for like 3 weeks now or 2 weeks to record a Typhon with Tehran video, and I just can't get any game footage with it because I drop in with it and 3 people just instantly shoot it and it blows up like right away. So yeah, I'm not having any luck with that setup up close. Now, if you're playing it with some like 500 meter, 600 meter weapons or longer range, man, it is really good. Strong, you won the giveaway, huh? Good, man. Congrats on that thing. I hope you have fun with it. TJG says silent nerf. Now, I used to put 3 fortifiers onto my Typhon, and I would brawl with that thing, man. I would get right up in your face. It used to feel tanky. Now it feels really squishy. But I'll tell you what, it's kind of funny, you know, Predator put that video out. He got some good footage with it. And I was like, oh, man, I was going to do that. But it's amazing how many of us YouTubers end up having, like, the same basic idea to do something. Like, it's kind of funny though. I mean, there's a lot of times where I was going to record something and like the day I was going to record it, somebody else puts out the video. I was like, well, crap, now I got to do something else. Happens all the time, actually. But I guess great minds think alike, right? Andrew says, what weapons are you running? Andrew, for what, my friend? Weapons for what? I pretty much run everything. Like in my hangar, it changes constantly because I'm always making YouTube videos, so I don't normally run things for too long. Oh boy. Nemesis with harpoon weapons. That would be interesting. So far I've only found 1 set of weapons that I've ever liked on Nemesis. I don't know if you could keep a Nemesis alive at 150 meters though. That would be a very interesting setup to try. Alright, Perry wants to know, is Stubborn Speedster a good skill for the Fenrir? So that's the one when you get low on health, you get extra speed, right? If that's that, yeah, I mean, that's okay. Yeah, that's not a bad skill, honestly. It depends on how you're playing it, though. I mean, if you're out in the open in the middle of a just like out in the open and you're fighting somebody face to face, that's not going to help you very much. Now, if you're playing your Fenrir from a little bit of a distance and you're corner shooting and you're near cover, it might help you escape if you get into a bad spot. So it's definitely a skill that's kind of situational. You have to be in the right circumstance before it helps you out, but It's not a bad choice, honestly. Andrew wants to know what makes Skyros so hard to kill. Yours dies quickly. What level is yours, Andrew? I guess that's one of the main things. So most Skyros players are either going to be running one of two modules. You're either going to be running heavy armor kits to get as much durability as possible, or you're going to be running like repair amps. Those are probably the two that make him the craziest, most durable right there. And if you come out of the ball, you're probably going to get blown up. Now, some guys do run an armadillo drone, and every time you grab a beacon or you get a kill, the armadillo is going to give you a bunch of defense points. And I feel like there's some sort of glitch where that drone, once you have like 4 or maybe it's 6 stacks, it's either 4 stacks or 6 stacks. Once you get either 4 or 6 on that armadillo drone, my God, you can come out of the ball and it's like nobody can even kill that ball. So it's what the heck was that? My computer just did some. Oh, I see what I did. Never mind. That freaked me out for a second. Smileys, what's up? Yellow, what's going on? Yellow, what do you mean all 3 types of weapons? You mean medium, heavy, and light? There's actually a couple of robots like that. For example, Skyros has 1 medium, 1 heavy, and light. And I know there's an older robot that sucks that has that as well. I can't remember what it is. It might be like a boa or a golem or something like that, but there's some crappy old robot that has 1 of each. It could be the Vyaz, I don't know. But I have no idea what kind of weapon slots they're going to be adding to new stuff. Is it Golem? Pro says it's the Golem. Terrans on Mars. Yeah, last time I played that, it was awesome. I loved it. So I think I actually have a video about Terrans on Mars that I put back a few months ago. And I'm going to tell you what, that's a good setup. I mean, for a weapon that's that cheap to upgrade, they do very nice. I mean, they're definitely not the strongest weapon in the game or anything, but man, they're pretty good. Smiley says, I used the ghost skill with the auto hazard Typhon, so it's hard to come out of cover. Yeah, yep. Yep. There's really not a whole lot of pilots. Not Pythons or Titans. There's not a whole lot of pilots that I really like on the Typhon. I mean, Trixie Hope's probably the best one in my opinion. I guess auto is good if you're running weapons that work with it. But I think my favorite's always been the Rose Lynn, which gives you a little bit of extra speed. Every time you use the ability, you get some more speed, so I don't know. Screecher, what's up, buddy? He said, ever since I put grand balance reactors on my Luchador, it holds a lot better. So, what I've been running on my Luchador, like I've actually got that in my... I'm trying to make the world's toughest hangar, right? For a video. Just an unbelievably hard to kill hangar. And I put a Luchador in there, and I've got 2 of those, what the heck are those things called? Hold on a second. Let me take a look at that really fast. I got 2 of the repair amplifiers and 2 of those things that prevent gray damage. The 2 damage controllers and 2 repair amplifiers. And what I found is it takes a while to get enough stacks on those repair amplifiers to really start working. So what you want to do is kind of stay behind cover a little bit, keep your distance, and intentionally take small amounts of damage until you get a bunch of stacks on the repair amplifiers. And after you get enough stacks on there, that thing becomes pretty much invincible. But if you don't get enough stacks, you are super squishy. Oh yeah, Mars with the rust weapons is excellent. As long as you're comfortable playing him at 350 or closer, the rust weapons are amazing. So Aurox wants to know what's better, Demeter or Jerry? Not Demeter. Atmeter or Jerry for the Demeter. Man, I don't really know how to answer that question because giving yourself and your teammates more damage is pretty awesome. But healing a little bit of your gray bar is also pretty awesome. So that is an unbelievably tough choice right there. I don't know which one's better, my friend. I think that's really going to come down to personal preference. What's more important to you? Healing some gray bar, which really isn't all that much, but it definitely helps. Or giving some extra damage there, right? I think it's 20% more if I remember correctly. So I guess if your focus is healing, go with the Atmeter. If your focus is damage, go with the Jerry. War Robots in the spin. Yo, what's going on, man? He says, sorry for being late. Look, man, it's a live stream. You can show up anytime you want. We're glad to have you here. You're not that late. We've still got about an hour left on this thing. Warrobot says, I have my own channel and it is so demanding. A lot of people think being a YouTuber is easy and you just bust out a really quick video and bam, you're done. But I'll tell you what, man. Between my two YouTube gaming channels, I spend at least 10 hours a day. I think I live stream between 5 and 7 days a week. Actually, I just started the third gaming channel, which I'm mainly live streaming on. But I spend almost 2 hours a day live streaming. I would say 2 to 3 hours recording and editing videos. 2, 3, 4 hours answering comments and chatting with people. Plus, you know, there's a bunch of research and this and that, the other thing involved. I mean, 7 days a week, I spend at least 10 to 12 hours a day. So, yeah. Being a YouTuber is way more work than people think, especially when you have a bunch of channels. It's crazy, actually. Iceman says, my son streams on Twitch and it's hard for him. I've never really been on Twitch. I don't know too much about it. Alright, so Venom says, hey Danny, do you really agree that Heimdall and the Sirius need a buff? Sirius needs a major hit point buff or some damage resistance or something. I think it's a really awesome Titan, but man, on the test server, you couldn't kill that thing. On the live server, it's pretty squishy. Now, Heimdall could use a buff. But Heimdall's really designed to be a support robot, so I can kind of see why he is what he is. I think you're designed to stay in the back and help your teammates get kills. I mean, if you're getting attacked, you can go into the mode with the physical shield. You can go into the healing mode. You can sit there and suppress all the enemies with your little rocket weapon. I mean, you got four like light weapons on there. So I think you're really supposed to be playing that guy from a 500 or a 600 meter range. So if played correctly and you got proper support from your team, that robot's actually really good. If you don't have proper support from your team, yeah, it's probably going to get wiped out. Or if you try and brawl with it, it's probably going to get wiped out. But I mean, I really wouldn't mind seeing him get a little bit of a buff on the durability. But does he actually need it? Well, only if you want to play him as a brawler, then he would need it. Alright, Iceman says, what do you think is the best Titan? Right now, I would say the Aether. Now, Luchador, if you set the Luchador up correctly, it can be very good. Mirror is a cool Titan. It does a huge amount of damage with its ability, but it is kind of squishy. And since they took the stealth away when it lands, that's a little bit of an issue sometimes. But if you play it correctly, it's actually really good. Alright, Dark wants to know, what weapons do you prefer on the Fenrir? Rust rockets, sonics, or blast shotguns? Well, the blast shotguns are amazing and the rust rockets are both amazing. The sonics are nice, but you have to get really close before they work and the reload times are kind of long, so between the blast shotguns and the rust rockets, I guess it depends on which robots you're actually fighting. I think if you're fighting another tank, that's where the rust rockets really shine because they help go through the resistance and the healing. But when you're fighting like squishier robots, either one's really awesome. I don't know, man. That's a hard call between those two weapons, but I really have a thing for those blast shotguns. I just like them. But I really love the rust rockets as well. Now, the first couple times I played the rust rockets on the Fenrir, I didn't like it for some reason, but eventually I really started enjoying it. Alright, so Nicholas wants to know, should I build redeemers or punchers for the Orochi in the workshop? Personally, I like the redeemers. They're both very good weapons, but I like the redeemers. Redeemers, you can shoot from 350 meters and do the same damage as you do at point blank. Punchers, you know, they got a little bit of a spread, so all the bullets don't hit once you get a little back further. So they do the most damage at point blank, but the further away you get, the less damage they do. So I guess it really depends on how you play the Orochi. If you're always right up in somebody's face, the punchers are probably a little bit better, but if you're playing from a slight distance, then I would say the redeemers are going to be the ones to go with. CRZ says, how long are you playing War Robots? Well, I've been playing this game for, what, 7 years now? I think it's been about 7 years. I'm reading back up through a couple of the comments here to see if there's anything I missed. Robots in Espanol says, I used to believe that too, but it's a full-time job. It sure is. I understand why a lot of YouTubers don't answer comments because, man, it takes a lot of time. I actually enjoy answering people's comments, though. Dark wants to know if I think the Luchador should get a buff once the Rook Titan gets released. Well, I think once that thing is released, man, I don't know. Look at the Sirius. Look at the Sirius, man. It was a beast. It was a major beast. It was like the destroyer of worlds on the test server, and then it came out into the live server, and well, it's a nice Titan, but it's not what it was on the test server. So we don't know what this new Titan's going to be like when it goes live. I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared it's going to be like a just absolute devastating thing that you have no chance to fight against, but I guess we'll find out once it goes live. So never judge anything by the way it is on the test server. Like personally, I think there's so many times where something's one way on the test server and then when it goes live, it's completely different. Like Siren and the Harpy, worst things I've ever played on the test server. They were complete crap on the test server. But when they came out to the live server, they were actually really good. So, you know, it's always hit and miss. The test server is really for them to get feedback, information, test things out. And then they decide by the information they get from the test server how they're going to make the robot for the live server. So it's kind of hard to go by just that. But yeah, more than likely, it's going to be pretty crazy because the last Titan wasn't all that crazy. So I'm expecting this new one to be like redonkulous, but we don't know for sure. Screecher says the Rook shield is weaker than the Arthur shield. It's going to die in seconds. Arthur has a crazy strong shield, man. It's what, like 1 million or 2 million hit points or something? Andrew wants to know, do you watch videos for keys, silver, and gold? I would say definitely watch the videos for keys because you know what? If you watch the videos for keys every day, you should be able to open a super chest every season. So watching those videos for keys is very important. Now, if you're short on resources, yeah, man, gold, watch the videos if you can. I mean, it sucks watching videos, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. The only bad thing is when you're playing several games, they're all trying to get you to watch videos. That kind of sucks. Like, I have another channel for the game CSR2 Racing, and man, when you run out of gas, you got to sit there and either watch videos to refill it, or you got to spend your gold to refill it. So, I got to watch a lot of videos on that, and then you got to come in here and watch videos. You know, it kind of sucks, but if you've got the time, it's worth it. How long have I created War Robots content on YouTube? Brian Speed has probably been 3 to 4 years now, I would say. I think it's around 3, but I'm not great at keeping track of time. I know I was going back and looking at old videos on my channel the other day, and I think we went back around 3 years, if I remember correctly. Loic wants to know what weapons are good for the Al June. Well, right now, I don't know if you'll like these or not, but I really like the Vipers. The only thing is they have a 10-second reload time, so those weapons are not for everybody. The laser weapons like the Huangjis are extremely good on Al June. Like, that is an excellent setup. You want to find weapons that have a good 500 or 600 meter range because Al June is a very squishy robot. So it dies really easy when people are able to shoot you. So you want to be able to stay back and use cover with him. So the longer range, the better in my opinion now. One major problem with the Al June is his built-in weapon doesn't always work. It's got that flamethrower, and the flamethrower does huge amounts of damage, but you have to get up to 350 meters, and sometimes it just doesn't kick on, so if you are trying to stay close enough to use the weapons, I would either go with Redeemers Or those new rest weapons are really good if you're trying to play them up close. But it's a very hard robot to keep alive if you're playing him up close these days. Morgan says ads, 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 and more ads. Yes. Mika says, do you have a play free account also? If you're talking to me, my account's pretty much free to play. I mean, I do buy some of those gold deals every once in a while when they give you like, you know, $8 for 40,000 gold or $8 for 60,000 gold. Every couple of months I buy something. I can't normally afford to buy much. YouTube doesn't really pay people as much as you think. Unless your channel is ginormous. If you're not Mr. Beast, you're probably not making a huge amount of money on there. But now I did join the YouTube Creators Program, so we do get some perks and, you know, stuff. Like sometimes if the new bots come out, they might throw me one of the new bots to make videos with or stuff like that. But I'm what you call a cheap to play player, I guess. I did start a baby account on Steam, but I just haven't had time to play it. I was gonna try and get like maybe like a, I don't know, a low level account with like level 6 robots and weapons, but I quickly realized, man, sitting here spending an hour or two playing this just cut into like all the other time I had to like do the stuff I needed to do for the day, and I was like, well, I'm gonna have to stop playing this account. Having 3 gaming channels, it's hard to do anything other than focus on your main accounts. But yeah, I mean, this game's set up right now where there's some really good deals. You can get some nice stuff for cheap. I kind of regret not buying that Darth Vader Hades was in the store. It was like $8 for a Mark II Darth Vader Hades with Mark II some sort of weapons. I forget what the weapons were, but I wanted to buy it so bad, but I didn't. I don't know why. Iceman wants to give a plug for his Twitch channel. Okay, so the game, YouTube is not going to let you post links. But if you can figure out maybe put like a space in between the link or something, you can go ahead and do that if you want to. Like, you know, like between .com, put a space there, then it won't show up as a link and it might let you post it. Perry says CSR2 is crazy expensive. No, it's not. It's just very... You got to have a lot of patience. It's just like all these other games. You got to have a lot of patience. Now on CSR, I don't do the big events, because those are pretty much paid events where you're going to spend several $100s per event. I skip those. I mean, I've been playing CSR for, what, 6 years now? And I've probably spent barely over $100 on that game. There's probably like 4 or 5 cars I bought over the years. I might buy a $20 car like once or twice a year, and that's it. So every once in a while, if there's just a really, really cool car that's on sale for 20 bucks, like when the Kin Block car came out with the Kin Block cars, I bought both of those because I was like, oh, these are cool. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of stuff for free-to-play players. You just have to skip the big events and have a lot of patience. Zagag, Gag, what's up, buddy? Fenrir with Redeemers and Tyrans are pretty nice. Redeemers hit very hard. Tyrans do a decent amount of damage for what they are. I mean, they're not the hardest hitting weapon in the game, but they work really well with the Redeemers. Redeemers are very, very hard hitting weapons, and Tyrans are decently hard hitting weapons. So that's a nice setup overall. Mad Cat is bad with patience. Yeah, you know, 20 or 30 bucks to buy a car with no upgrades, it does suck. I think they should come with some parts for 20 bucks or 30 bucks or whatever. It would be nice. I mean, they should at least come with, like... I think when you buy a car, it should at least be stage 5 with all the fusions installed, you know what I mean? I can understand maybe it doesn't come with the stage 6 parts, but it should at least come with all the fusions you need up to stage 5. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. As long as people keep buying those cars at the current price, they'll keep charging those prices, you know? Mad Cat says Immune Amp is one of my favorite modules. Mad Cat, how do you know that's one of your favorite modules? Inquiring minds would like to know. Are you sure? Yeah, you know, RX Fainters are decent weapons. The reload's a little long now, but they still do really well. But yeah, I don't know why they nerfed them as much as they did. I don't think they should have nerfed the reload. I mean, they were very strong and they were very good, but one thing about the Fainters is I have never found another weapon that they work well with. Like, there's no heavy or light weapons that match the Fainters, so honestly, the only robot they're worth playing on are robots that only have medium slots, in my opinion. Alright, so Kron says it's $11.99 for an Immune Amp. I mean, that's not horrible. I don't run a Hawk. I don't like Hawk. Like, every once in a while, I might put that thing in the hangar and play it, but it feels like you're flying a 2x4. It just feels so stiff in the air. But if I am playing the Hawk, I'm normally going to put some longer range weapons on it and try and stay back as much as possible. Like, maybe the Hawanji type of weapons are really good. Maybe like the radiation weapons. Bendy bullets are okay, but anything that's got a 500 or 600 meter range or better that does a decent amount of damage is really good to put on the Hawk. But yeah, I've never liked the Hawk. I've always hated that robot. Like, it seriously feels like you're flying a 2x4. I don't know how else to explain it. It's not fun to fly. I don't know. I just don't like the Hawk at all. I will say this though. The Hawk is amazing at destroying Titans. So that laser beam, if it hits a Titan, is crazy. So if you could put a Kestrel drone on there and deathmark a Titan a few times, then shoot it with the laser, that's going to tear Titans to pieces, I think. So the Hawk definitely has its place. I don't think the game prices go up by state. I think the game prices... Alright, so when it comes to war robots, this is interesting but a true thing. Like, 2 players could have the same exact item in there. And if one player never spends any money, they're going to offer it to that player for less money. When you start spending money, the prices actually go up. So for a person who buys a lot of stuff, the prices in the daily deals are more expensive. For a person that doesn't buy much, or a person in the lower leagues, the prices are cheaper. Alright, so Perry, you just kind of got to look on those chests in there in the black market and see if there's anything you want in there. Like right now, there's nothing in the black market chest that I would want or need, so I would open the little 10 ones just to get the resources. But if there was like a robot or some weapons or something I wanted that was one of the chests, that's what I would go for. So I think that's really just going to be personal preference, whether or not you need or want something in there. Everything at once says, because of Manny's video running fainters on Typhon. Morgan says, I haven't spent any cash on CSR yet. I have my own crew and like 18 garages. Nice, nice. Screecher says, I like the nitro unit. You know, there's actually one reason why I don't like the nitro unit. After you take so much damage, it stops working. And I think that sucks. But overall, it's actually a very good deal. What's up, Grady White? Grady White in the house. Morgan says, I only have the first 3 bots so far. Ah. So you've got a Cossack, a Destrier, and I don't know what the third one is. It's a fun game, but you know, it's another game where you have to have some patience and grind your butt off. Or spend some money. What modules do I prefer on the Fenrir? 1 nuke amp, 2 repair amps, or 1 nuke amp and 1 immune amp? Or, that's a little confusing. There's a lot of things being named off there. Hold on. I'm dyslexic, man. That's throwing me off big time. So normally on the Fenrir, I would run 1 nuclear amplifier and 2 repair amplifiers. And I've also ran at times 1 of each amplifier, the nuke, repair, and the immune. Between those 2 setups, I'm not 100% sure which one's actually better. They feel very similar to me. But running 2 of the repair amps, you're definitely going to start repairing more quicker, so... In some ways, I mean, they both have their advantages and disadvantages. And I think which one's going to be better is going to depend on the situation that you're currently in, so... I think that's going to be a situational deal as to which setup's better. So you might get into one situation and be like, hey man, I wish I had the other setup. Or you might get into a different situation and say, hey, this is the better setup for this situation. You know what I'm saying there? What's up, Jamil? How you doing, buddy? Awesome to see ya. Dark says, I ran the immune amp for more speed, health, and immunity to negative. Hold on. I can't read. I'm dyslexic. 1 second. I ran the immune amp for more speed, health, and immunity to negative effects. Morgan says, I think the third one can jump. I think I think that's the second bot, isn't it? That's the Cossack. The jumping bot is the Cossack. I'm going to go look really fast. If that's the second bot or the third bot, not that it really matters, but... Alright, let me go to the War Robot store. Change Robot, store. Well, the first thing in the store is the Cossack. That little guy jumps. Then you got the Destrier, and then you've got the Geopard. Or Jeopard, or whatever that thing is. That little Jeopard thing is really fast. Like, I don't think it's a very good robot or anything, but man, it moves pretty quick. Dark says, thanks for your help on the Fenrir. It's my favorite bot in the game, especially the cryptic one. You're welcome, buddy. Hey, we got Antimatter in the house. What's up, buddy? Oh, everything you want to see dash modules added to the game. That might get kind of interesting. That might be really interesting, actually. Any bot can turn into a dash bot, right? I would not be surprised if they added something like that eventually. Now, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, they actually did test that on the test server, but they did not bring it to the live server for some reason. I think there was a test server and there was 2 modules on there. And they held a vote. They said, hey, they did a vote. They said, which one do you like better, the dash module or the whatever the other module was? And the majority of people voted for the other one, so that's the one they brought to the live server. But I can't remember what the second module was, but yeah, they did have dash modules on the test server once. I'm amazed they've never brought those back, honestly. I mean, normally if they make something and people don't like it, they at least rework it into some other type of thing. You know what I mean? So that's surprising. What's up, Altered Beast? How you doing? What's up, Clayton? Clayton wants to see a drone that allows you to teleport twice per battle. You never know. They can pretty much do anything with drones. I mean, drones could do anything. They might make a drone that picks your enemy up and throws it across the map for all we know. You have no idea what they're going to be doing with those things, but they could do some pretty crazy stuff. Alright, so Perry wants to know how to sell pilots. If you're absolutely sure you don't want a pilot, okay, click on a robot that already has a pilot installed. Down on the bottom left corner, you'll see a photo of the pilot that's currently installed. Click on that. And then down at the bottom center of the screen, you're going to see something that says change. Click on change. And now you're going to bring up the entire list of all the pilots that you own. Click on the pilot you want to sell. And then on the bottom right hand side, you'll see a little trash can icon. So there are several steps to getting into there and figuring out how to sell them, but that's how you do it. Perry says something sucks. I don't know what sucks, but something sucks. Jamil wants to know, how do you change weapons or builds while in the squad without having to leave the squad? You know what? Let me This is one of those deals where I might need to show you. So let me pull up the game. Let me open the game and then I'll show you how to do it. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. Let me open War Robots. This is just like pre-recorded footage, so we'll go ahead and turn that off in a second once I get into the game. Oh, it just crashed. It's actually pretty easy to do, but when you tell people, I notice they often get confused, so I'm going to show you. Drunk Rat, what's up? Brandon says, I need the Mugi pilots. Some of the Mugi pilots are pretty cool. Antimatter. I wanted to see a Samurai Titan that has a sword, and everybody told me I was stupid. They said, that's dumb to have a robot with a melee weapon. You're stupid. But you know what? I think it would be cool. Oh, what the heck's going on here? Oh man, I'm signed out. Oh crap. I can't open the game right now. Google has signed me out of the Play Store at the moment, so that's going to take a few minutes to get back on. So, okay, so here's what you do. When you're in the squad and you're sitting there in the screen where it shows everybody on the list of players, up on the top, you can click on like the gold or the platinum, right? You're going to see how much gold or platinum you have. You can click on any of those resources up there, and then you should see a home button. On the top right corner, you'll see a little home button that looks like a little garage or something. Tap on that and it's going to take you back to your hangar. Make your changes, then you're going to click on Create Squad, and that's going to take you right back into the squad with your teammates. Hopefully that's not too confusing without being able to see it. But yeah, Google signed me out, so it's going to take me like 2 or 3 minutes to get back in there, and that's going to be disruptive to the stream if I'm messing with that. Everything says, who can play Stumble Guys? Now, what is Stumble Guys? Morgan says, how did you get your face on your bot? You mean that little like Danny Lightning pilot down there? On the bottom left hand corner of the screen, basically I took a Kyle Rogers pilot, I chopped his head off, I decapitated that guy, then I decapitated myself and transplanted the head onto it. Using, I think I did it on canva.com. You could do it on like some sort of Photoshop if you have it. Perry says, only getting what? Yeah, there's some sort of issue where you can only sell 1 or 2 pilots at a time. It's horrible. I brought that to their attention and they still haven't fixed it though. Alright, let me see. I know I missed somebody's question. TM says it's not stupid. Antimatter says that's not stupid. Look at Transformers. This got a sword. No, man. Our clan leader thinks it's stupid, Anti. He thinks it's the dumbest thing he's ever heard. AC Gilo, what's up, buddy? Jamil, you're welcome, buddy. Yeah, an energy shield on a dash bot would be cool. Now, I downloaded some sort of game on Steam the other day called... It was a Gundam game. It was a first-person shooter like Gundam Revolution. I don't remember what it was called. I am not coordinated enough to play that game. The robots were dashing and flying all over the map, and they had like, some of them had guns, some of them had melee weapons, and it was crazy. I played about 4 rounds of that, and I was like, my God, I'm not playing this ever again. Like, you couldn't hit the people. It was just too much going on that game. It was like War Robots on crack, sorta. I was trying to find some sort of other robot fighting games to play on my 3rd channel, but I was like, oh yeah, this looks cool, but I hated it. I hated it. Krillzon, what's up, buddy? Morgan says a sword would be great for close battle. I really would. I mean, yeah, you would have to be face to face with somebody, but if it's a tanky robot, heck, it can wield a sword. They should make a fast tanky robot with a sword. Warframe. That sounds familiar, but I don't think so. Warframe. Sounds very familiar. AC wants to know if I can try a Ravana with spike weapons and the Kestrel drone. That would probably be pretty amazing. But you know, right now this isn't live gameplay for the question and answers. But that sounds like a fun setup. AC Gilo says, hopefully the Noden's pilot skill to heal grade damage. Sorry, man, I did not mean to pronounce your name incorrectly there. You know what? If there was a Titan pilot to heal grade damage on the Nodens, that would be sick. Nodens would be a beast. Armored Core 6. I've never heard of Armored Core. I guess there's 6 of them, so it must be a popular game, eh? Or is it one of those deals where they skipped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and just came out with number 6? I'm kind of trying to look it up right now. Looks like it's a crazy robot fighting game, huh? Anything that's got too many buttons is hard for me because I got like an autoimmune disease and my hands don't move well. Like, my whole body is really stiff. Like, I can't move my fingers around quickly or get to like certain buttons on the keyboard. So games that don't have a lot of controls or a lot of buttons are what I need to do, you know what I mean? Like, if you try and go play like Mech Warrior Online or Mech Warrior 5 and you're using like 94 keys on the keyboard to play it, I just can't do that. Kron says, oh, it's a PlayStation game. Okay, I don't have any type of gaming consoles. Altered Beast says they need to fix the Nodens. Alright, so they're buffing the Nodens here on the next update. So I'm going to assume, I hope, I'm going to assume they're going to fix it when they do the buff. Because if they buff it without fixing it, that would be super lame. Jamil says a great damage healing Nodens would bring it back big time. What's up, Slimin? How you doing, buddy? Nice to see ya. So Revenant is still pretty good, but it's not what it used to be, man. You gotta play it very differently. It dies so easy these days. What did they do on the skirmish sites, man? Why are some people's names blue? Yeah, I think that's like HTML coding. I don't know exactly how they do it, but people that know how to HTML code can go into like the iOS App Store or whatever, and they can put their name in with the HTML coding, and then it shows up blue. I don't know really the details or anything. You'd probably have to find somebody who does it and ask them exactly how it works. But it's definitely like an HTML coding deal. HTML coding. Yeah, the Revenant is definitely squishy. You need a lot of healing and stuff on it. Right now, I think you would probably want to run a Trixie Hope pilot so you can heal more often. But it's good on a one-on-one situation. If you jump into a group of 2 or 3 guys, it can't hold its own anymore. But one-on-one, it's still pretty okay because it's got a lot of hit points. Yeah, AC, that's probably a good idea. I mean, we have no idea what they've got in store for the pilots. Louis, no, I don't think the Hawk's built-in weapon works on something like the Fenrir. I think it's only on Titans. I mean, it'll definitely damage the Fenrir, but it doesn't do the extra damage to him. It only does the extra damage to Titans. Now, I think it might do a little bit of damage through the fence. It's been so long, I'd have to look really fast, but... Sorry, your account is currently used on a different device. No, it's not. I was trying to use it on a different device, but Google signed me out. Hold on a second. Let me look at the Hawk really quick so I can clarify, because... It's been a long time since I've messed with the Hawk, but I don't think it does. I know it does a lot of extra damage to Titans, though. Hawk, where you at, man? So just so you guys know, we got a couple minutes left before the stream ends. So if you guys got questions that you need answered, hurry up and get them in. There's my... No, that's a Seraph. That's not a Hawk. The Hawk's probably all the way in the end since I haven't played it in like 2 years. Aha, there's a Hawk. Let me read the description of the Hawk. Alright, the ability. Gosh dang, I need some reading glasses. I really do, actually. That's so small reading that on my phone. Yeah. The built-in weapon, blacked out damage, return damage, damage dealt to Titans, damage dealt to robots. I'm reading through this thing really quickly. Okay, yeah, whatever. It doesn't really say. I don't see anything about it going through defense points. I think it only does extra damage to Titans from what I'm seeing here. I could be a little bit wrong, but yeah. Iceman says the Nether has the dash. Man, the Nether's got all kinds of crazy dashes. Dark Matter says, are you doing time drops on Thursday? We're going to try to do time drops on Thursday. I just hope this old computer can handle streaming and playing because my main computers are broken right now. So I got out the old crapper that has like a 6-year-old i5 processor in it, and well, it normally lags like a son of a butt every time I try to stream and play. So I hope it works because it'll probably be a few days before I get the PC fixed. I found I think it needs a motherboard replacement due to the fact that I've never actually changed out a processor before, and I know it's super easy to destroy the pins when changing processors. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna call around and see if I can find a shop that will repair it. And there was a guy that said, yeah man, he said, if you've got all the parts, I'll rebuild it for $70. I'm like, man, that's not bad. That'll save me from destroying my processor or getting frustrated because I don't remember where to plug all the wires back into the motherboard. Like, I can change pretty much anything on a computer that's already built, but building one from scratch where you have to, you know, unplug all the wires and then figure out where to plug them back into, that's rough. That's rough. Louis says, how do you deal with Fenrir's defense points? Just keep shooting at it, unfortunately. The rust weapons, if you have some of the new rust rocket weapons, those will mess up his defense points a little bit. Those new lasers like the Hwanjis, those go through some of the defense points. Titans, all right, Titan weapons, a lot of the Titan weapons go through defense points as well. So if you don't have some of those weapons that go through the defense points, all you can do is just keep shooting at it and, you know, eventually it dies. But yeah, it's hard to take down a Fenrir. Louis says, does the built-in weapon on the Hawk work on... Oh, I was already answering that one. Never mind. Drunk Rat says, can you give a quick top 5 Titans? Top 5 Titans. Well, right now I would say Aether is probably number 1. I really like the Aether a lot. Luchador is on the top 5. Minos is on the top 5. So currently, I mean, Indra. All right, Indra's on the top 5. So Aether is awesome. Minos is awesome. Luchador is awesome. And Indra is pretty awesome. The rest of the Titans, they're not for everybody. The new Sirius Titan, I actually really like him, but most people hate it, so I'm not gonna put that on the top list just because the majority of people don't like it. The only reason I don't like it, it's so big, it gets stuck between everything and you can't get anywhere. If it were smaller, I would play the heck out of it, but it is very squishy and dies super easy, so it's definitely not right for everybody. So I'm not really gonna recommend something that I know people don't like because I don't know very many people at all that enjoy it. Even though I like it, I think it's nice. It's pretty good. It definitely, you know, takes a special person to play it, I guess. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, it's not for everybody, but it's pretty cool, I guess, for me. But yeah, not one of the best. Now, when it comes to old school Titans, I still think Ming is amazing if you play it correctly. Dr. Boom thinks the Rook will change things. Yeah, probably. Everything, have a great day, buddy. Modules for the Seraph. I would probably run 2 repair amplifiers and 1 nuclear amplifier on the Seraph. AC Gilo says, since Pixana still gives the yellow shield on drones and weapons, they should just make a anti-yellow shield and stop giving shield to everything. I don't quite follow that, but yeah, I wish they would stop putting shields on things. There was a big problem with the shields on the drones, with those absorber shields. Then they did the drone rework, and now they're adding more shields again. So yeah, I don't know. Drunk Rat, you're welcome, buddy. A Champion Ming Special Edition. That would be cool, Jamil. I'm actually surprised they never came out with a Special Edition Ming. Oh no. Oh no, Anita says my mom just deleted robots, war robots from my phone, right? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. If you're able to reinstall the game on your phone, it'll pick up right where you left off, so you won't lose anything unless you went in there and sold all of your stuff. So as long as you didn't sell all your robots and weapons, you're all good. Just reinstall the game and you can play it again. So no worries as long as you didn't sell your stuff. If you sold all your stuff, unfortunately, I don't think there's much you would be able to do on that one. Yeah, just re-add the game and you'll be okay. Alright, Dark wants to know, is Armadillo better than the beak on the Fenrir? Not really. Here's the deal with the Armadillo, is it only starts to work when you get a bunch of stacks on it. And the other thing is, Fenrir's already got so many defense points, adding a couple stacks is barely doing anything for you. 50 defense points is, 100 defense points is 50% damage resistance. 900 defense points is 90% damage resistance. So going from 100 to 900 is almost impossible. So once you hit 100, you could add on an extra 100 and it's only like another 5 or 10% or something. So I would not run that on the Fenrir, honestly. I think that would be a waste. I would put that drone on something else. Antimatter said, I just did my son's motherboard and CPU yesterday. Cool, man. Is it running good? Hope so. One of these days I'll build my own computer, but not at the moment. I have 2 broken computers and 1 crappy computer, so yeah. I gotta get one of them at least working right as soon as possible. If I try to do it myself, I'm not sure how that would go. When will the Vajra weapon receive the rebalance? Probably on the next update, so we got about how many days till the next update? Probably about 14 more days. Somewhere in that ballpark, 14, 15, 16 days, that's probably when the rebalance will go live. Alright everybody, well our stream time is just about up here, so I think we're gonna have to end this thing. I gotta get the rest of my junk done for the day. Anybody who's just tuning in, I apologize, but you know, can't be on here forever, unfortunately. I wish I would. That would be kind of fun. I wish I could stream forever, but yeah, you know how that goes, guys. You guys know how that goes. It's Dabonti. I'm probably saying that wrong. How's it going, buddy? Nice to see you. Unfortunately, you're coming right at the end, though. Drunk Rat, have a good day, buddy. Jamil, you're welcome, man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all you guys for showing up. All the moderators, thank you. Channel members, thank you. Everybody who donates, thank you. You know, I appreciate you guys a lot. You guys are amazing. And, you know, just for watching the videos and hanging out with me on the streams, thank you for the support, everybody. It's always a good time. But I got to get going and get all my rest of my work done for the day. And then probably try and record a couple games for a video tomorrow and figure out what I'm going to do for the other YouTube channel and all that junk for tomorrow. So, yeah. Lots of stuff to do. Lots of stuff to do. All kinds of stuffs. But thanks, everybody. You guys are amazing. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And have an amazing day. I'll be back on Thursday with a time drop live stream. So hope to see you guys there. All right. Catch you guys later. You guys are awesome. Lighting out.